today. From Tiaa Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's week 11 of the NFL.
Well, that's because I'm wearing game.
We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at Tiaa Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We need to beat them so we can get...
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. A first carry now for Thompson. They're able to get this one across the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence building well. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. On second down now, it's Thompson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. They'll fire one deep for West, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Minshew throwing on third down. And Eifert has it. He'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 14 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville get on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Damn, this guy is fast as hell.
Touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And you'll see, courtesy of the next-gen stats, he traveled better than 80 yards on the ground that time. And it's good to make it 14-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the 1st down.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson.
My goodness gracious, what is Big Ben doing?
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Wow.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger.
Get on the run. And he's
scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. He takes the hit, and now he creates a big one. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
And then they finally got a touchdown.
It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. The Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Minshew sets to throw.
And I couldn't do nothing about it.
Back at his own 6-yard line. Cam Hayward always a first. Got back there for the sack.
There's 3 sacks now. It's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a hit.
Oh, there's a fumble! 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 Let's go! Oh my God! What the hell is going on with the Steelers?
First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
What is going on with the Steelers right now? Like, damn.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't challenge that. Like, damn.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taking about 7 yards.
That's only the first quarter. Like, what the hell?
It's a touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. They start with a give to counter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I mean, I'm watching the freaking score. I don't care. So.
Keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time. And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one? That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter.
And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st and 10 is counter.
Good job, defense.
Crates can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one in.
And I got a touchdown.
For a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Wow.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
I know.
Gardner Minshew with the Jags ready to go on offense once again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 24. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Nope.
What? You're bothering you. Come on.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Here's Minshew.
Oh, that's
his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Ben to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 13. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their confidence. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, it's Connor, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Josh Jones in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 23-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. 7 yards the pick up there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And some room to roll now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he has behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the option, here's Minshew. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Minshew, 1st and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yards.
Oh shit, dude, you got Gill in a minute.
The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Forgot about that. Your email just went on.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Minshew. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
A good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running
it said a meeting with Gail.
Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker
a couple of
to
minutes,
cover your
babe.
back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
10:30.
Linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. They're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back him up 5.
That's fine.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on.
7-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
31. Steelers 17.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
30-yard line.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run forward with Connor. He's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Westbrook now on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run here with Robinson. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So that was what you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
I'm here.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So we've come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start down at NRG Stadium as New England returns to the site of their Super Bowl 51 triumph to take on Houston. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. James White, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. A touchdown run for Nyheim Hines. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. And now, boy, a guy who's battled injury problems much of his NFL career, James Conner, down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And here comes Westbrook. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. On the carry, Thompson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Minshew going to keep it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And hold everything here because DJ Chark, after that last play, went down, and he's yet to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew.
He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage and big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with a recipe of the ground game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Going for it all. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
24. The kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
What are you doing, Uno?
Just gave a breakfast.
Now Roethlisberger.
That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And not much.
Man, I am just dominating against this team.
To the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He felt the pressure coming.
Yeah.
That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
So we can make it nice.
Runners, right? On running plays, runs after contact. We call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers it.
And down goes Big Ben.
Jones making his presence felt on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, she's going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, not bad. Number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer. As
Big Ben. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not having a good day at all. My goodness gracious. Where did this Jacksonville team come from?
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the
Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again.
They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team
we're
effort
gonna walk
in the
this
running
so
game that's
maybe.
kept them successful and has them in the lead.
I like that too, the
Like
team
it
effort,
drench a little
because
bit.
when I was
And
growing
paper
up,
towel, I mean.
one guy carried the football, right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was
Who's
the
paying
heavy
for that?
volume, heavy dose guy. Now he's spreading it around,
Are you
different
paying
people
for it?
touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
And spreading the
What are
wealth
you
has
gonna
been
use?
very effective.
Oh,
Think you're gonna get paper towels, G?
nothing.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Why are we going then?
Because I want something to drink.
Minshew. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say
Leave me alone.
it's incomplete. Keelan
Yep,
Cole,
you
the
too.
intended target. And that'll make it third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Here's Minshew.
Ooh,
And that's gonna be
that was almost a
incomplete.
catch.
The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3
I want
plays.
them
Have
to
to
waste
admit
that
that's a
time.
disappointing end.
No.
Excellent field position. When that
No.
drive started, they had
I was
6
trying
points
to
that
hit
they
the
were thinking
ball.
about.
Dang it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that's
Second
that.
and 7 from the 23. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, 2 timeouts. I didn't even mean to do that last time.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger to the right side of Eric Ebron. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Steelers on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be
Ooh, they
gone.
toss up for the ball. Hey,
As
wow.
they're able to get the third down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first
Should
and
have
10
freaking slapped the
at
ball out of his hand.
43. Now Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to
There we go.
Washington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ben to throw again. And he's got his man out of the
Get hit.
backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield.
Good job.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Steelers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And this is
that's
going to be incomplete.
And they're going to go
You can tell they wanted to
for
get that ball
it.
downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it
Come on,
off to the
guys.
running
Just
back.
watch you
That one
guys.
ended up incomplete.
And nobody was watching him, though. Like, really?
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete here. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense.
Come on, guys. You guys gotta watch your freaking players. Well, the cameraman
Get a
fell.
little bit of praise.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Again, it's Roethlisberger.
And they got a
he's
touchdown.
in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold.
Trophy.
In the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Minshew to throw.
Oh, come on. You had the ball in your freaking
Well, you
hand.
certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
And that's an interception for the first game. Oh, crap.
They need. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return
That's not what I
stops.
wanted.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to do that. It's $32 from there to here. Are you sure? I mean, I would like to. I haven't seen my friends in a long time. Alright, thank you. Bye.
that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this one down.
Come on, defense. We got to wake up here. We can't let this happen to us.
On the catch and run. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can...
Come on, defense.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
This is not good. We need to get out of this.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback.
Don't let him run.
James Conner only 715 combined yards, but 2018 he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
And it's a fumble! And we got it! That's the game! Let's go! Hello.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers.
Okay, thank you.
They wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
I am. It's this weekend, so.
It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the
I'm not.
quarterback in the pocket. Now,
I will.
he comes to the sidelines. He didn't knock the ball free.
your coaches are upset with you, all right? So
I will. I'll take him.
It starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball.
Let me say bye. No.
Take care of the ball. Take care of the
Excuse
ball
me.
because here come the defenders.
Don't. In my way.
Lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10.
Don't call my computer or nothing right now.
How am I supposed to?
It's off.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
No reason. Alright, we're going to switch out our quarterback for now. Give him some play time.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Don't turn it on. What are you doing?
They'll try to run the option here. And he
No.
goes nowhere. He'll
Leave it
lose
alone.
yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And good job. Good.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Oh, what a catch. What? Oh, he missed it.
Right there on 3rd down, like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Watch him back.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Here again comes Juju
All right, guys,
Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other
Now what are you
people
doing?
in big games as well.
What are you going on my
2nd
computer
and
for?
10. It's
You're continuing?
Roethlisberger.
Yep.
No,
From
you're
the
continuing.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion. Actually went back a yard. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is
Exactly.
already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level.
And there's the false start. Not on us. On them. Delay a game. That sucks.
This
And
is
that'll be accepted, of course,
I
and
love
that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're back up even further for 3rd and long. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor.
And down he
It's
goes.
across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger.
It's our date, right?
And no!
For
it's
what?
incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield.
You're not going to tell me, are you?
Nope.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep.
Yes,
They
but you don't
fix
have
things
all the
quickly.
information.
Yes, we do. It's on the Firefox.
So they've got to figure out a way to
Saves
slow
the
things
account,
down a
dummy.
little bit.
Debbie?
Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker.
Ooh, that's a first.
Change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, it's Thompson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. From the gun is Luton. The throw taken in by Cole.
That's first.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game. And he's got a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
We got the first.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the fun a couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Just don't check other things, it's all.
What other thing?
So a decent gain.
And great Robinson's.
Too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I don't want this.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 42.
That's what I wanted you guys to do. Thank you.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What's with
So
the
now
money
they're going to send out the
transfer?
field
Why
goal
did he
unit
give you
to, as they say,
$50?
fire away from long distance.
No reason.
That's
What
to make it a
reason?
three-score
No reason.
game
Tell
late.
me.
And his kick is good. He
What?
got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
What, to get stuff?
31.
To go there?
So with
Oh,
that,
come
you figure,
on.
this
She
game's
did the
pretty much
guilt
out of
trip
reach
on
at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
Babe.
You're a company man.
What?
Aren't I, though?
Where's the buggies?
Not willing to risk
So now I
another
gotta tell
fumble.
her
He'll
we're
sit
going
on
because
this
your
one.
father
It's a
gave you
touchback.
money to get an Uber back.
The
Yeah.
Steelers
So
offense
so.
now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
Yeah, no timeouts, no nothing. Come on, we can end
To do
this.
something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And a Steeler first down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On third down, Roethlisberger. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. They had to go through with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 5.